Panda's another scrap enthusiast. It's another gorgeous day, and we're gonna start it off with a bang. I got everything loaded up here. A lot of bins got full, so we're gonna haul these in, and it looks like it should be pretty decent. We got the stainless, we got the aluminum, we got a bunch of copper, we got a bunch of copper bearings, some aluminum junk, some wire. Should be good. Holy cow, busy day today. They are lining them up in there, so we gotta wait a little bit, I think. Now, I wasn't sure if I was gonna make if I was gonna bother sharing any of this, because I don't know if we're gonna have any time to go dumpster diving today, or in the next couple of days. I gotta haul this in to make some space, and then we've got a couple different people calling us. They got some treasures, some bits and pieces that they want us to delete for them. And at first I was like, oh, well, mostly people want to see dumpster diving, but this is just what else happens. What am I trying to say? Sometimes we don't have time for dumpster diving because there's just so much stuff to go and grab. Well, that was $500 and something, which is pretty sweet. Some of those were underperformers and some of them were overperformers. The stainless steel was less than I thought. We got $6 for the 316, didn't have a whole lot of that, and then $38 for the rest of it, the 304. Copper bearing scrap, that bucket of like mixed junky things, that was $4. That's why we don't get too excited about those. And $15 for the crappy little electric motors. I guess that whole bin of all the electric stuff that I didn't feel like taking apart was a total of, it was like $24 for all that, so, you know, not terrible. But bucket of dirty aluminum and zinc was $25. Those copper aluminum radiators, we got $120, so those were an overperformer, that big pile of radiator sheets. And the number 2 copper, we got $156. And another, the wire was an overperformer too. We got $100 for wire. So that is, hello? There we are. That is pretty sweet. Now we've got an hour or so to waste before I have an arranged meeting. So I'm going to clean a couple things up here, and then we're going to pop over and help this guy who's cleaning his garage out. Alright, we made it! I'm here at new friend Mike's garage, and I believe he's doing a move out, and he's got some junk that he doesn't need to keep. It is exercise equipment, so we're going to try and get what we can out of this treadmill. We're going to take it all away, though. And then there's this beautiful thing, which works just fine, so that's going to be a bit of a mystery. I'm not sure if we're going to scrap it or sell it or keep it. We'll figure it out, but we will figure it out. So let's get started. I was thinking maybe we just cut these legs off, but this seems to be working fairly well. It's not that bad. It's just 4 of these each side and we'll get it. It's also got a real nice motor and a decent looking transformer, so we'll try to get those out too. Motor. Cute little transformer, I love that. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Will it fit? Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. Are we clear? Yeah. Woo, like a glove. Nice. Bam! Did not do it alone. And there was a barbecue. All right. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Yeah, thanks. And that's for you too.
It's brand new. I feel bad.
Oh, nice.
Did it? I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in or not. Yeah. Good morning. Hello. Yes, so as we know, scrap is the lowest possible value for anything. And I didn't want to just scrap the home gym if I could help it. But we have another pickup and we need to be there this morning, which means I need to empty out the truck this morning. So I was willing to scrap it because I'd get like $30 for it, and there's so many for sale. Basically, I put it up for sale and messaged a few friends to see if I could get rid of it last night. I found one person who is willing to take it. Maybe he'll use the material, or maybe he'll so whatever. He could use it, so it's going to him. So we're going to drop it off right now, today, this morning, before heading into the scrapyard. But today was the day that my phone plan expired, and I do not have internet on my phone. So looking up the address is it's just a silly turn of events. I obviously can pay them. It ain't like that. But basically we're trying to find it by feel, by memory. And so far it seems to be going pretty good, but we're definitely running a little late. This is a long-winded way to go. We found a home. We got to get it unloaded. All right, thingy delivered, safe and sound, quick 50 bucks, and we are on our way. All right, 90 bucks to start us off. Now we gotta go, because we have somewhere to be. So far so good, I suppose, but we're kind of late. I did spend a chunk of what we just made at the fancy coffee shop because I want a little treat, a little sweet treat. Also a sandwich because I hadn't had any breakfast yet. But it took me a while to figure out that having not the phone bill paid means it's not just not internet that I ain't got. I haven't been able to text anybody on my way. So it's a good thing we arranged everything yesterday with relatively accurate times to arrive. This one is pretty loose. I just said tomorrow morning, and honestly, it's barely still the morning. So we gotta hurry our little hiney up, and hopefully he hasn't left yet. Fingers crossed. This is not how we like to do business, but nah. All done, time to process? No. We got another stop to make. Okay, well, this is the address I was given. It just brought me to this whole common area, pile up of stores and such. So I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to be looking. This is all the information I got. So I guess we'll just do some laps and see if we see what we're looking for. Oh, I see it. It's just down there. Okay. Canna Cabana. What an odd name. They must be like a Western Caribbean fusion restaurant?
Without having the discipline.
Well, it's not exactly parking correctly, but you know what? We got away with it. We just got to be fast. And that's a nice little end of the day. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And we did it just in time for the rain. A little bit of tin shred there, but more importantly, we've got a sandwich table as well as some mostly empty aluminum, the whatever wire, I can't think right now. So this thing, it's not perfect, but it looks pretty good, and we're gonna plug it in and see if it's got any juice, and if it works, sell it before we scrap it, because these are not cheap. They are when we sell them, because we want to get rid of things fast, just like we did with the home gym, right? Less than 24 hours and we found a home for it. Now granted, that was, you know, giving it to a friend who talked to a friend. He was helping us out because we've been, you know, trying to help him out. It's a little bit of a different thing, but still the same goal. So we got to make some space in here and shove that thing in, get it plugged in, and then I want to make sure it works before I clean it up. Is this a full video yet? I don't know. I'm not ready to do the outro yet. We might go and find some other stuff because, you know, we'll see. Anyway, that was 2 days, and it's not over yet. We got a lot of sorting and cleaning to do in there. Most of that stuff we're not going to sell. Anyway, I'll probably sit out here and mess around for a bit because hopefully we'll get some good lighting out of this one. Okay, listen, I would love to go and do some dumpster diving or some treasure hunting, but
I'm not going to be able to enjoy it while there's this pile of junk right here. This stuff has to move, and I don't think it should be that bad. I wasn't sure if I was going to share this or not, but I think maybe I will. So here's how we're going to go through this. These things are not going to go anywhere until they are cleaned and photographed and listed. So we got to do some of that. Also, the tires on the car are absolutely cooked. They are embarrassingly bald. Couldn't be me. So I didn't want to spring for them, but I didn't have a choice. So we got some brand new tires, and now that we've brought in the other piles of scrap, we can actually afford to take them and get them installed. So that is the plan. That's step number one. We're going to make some space the fastest and easiest way we know how, by installing and removing and yada. Can't wait. And there we are. Now we've got the car looking all sexy again. I know it's a small thing, but it makes me happy. So we're back here and gonna cruise on forward. Starting right here. I had another pile of stuff that I was going through. I wanted to rush through it to make some space for this junk. And this is where I ended up. I moved most of the big stuff around. I ended up with this weird... I just had so many of these things. I put them in a bowl because I enjoy it. And then we've got a bin of brass. We got a little thing for little things of stainless. And over here we've got a couple bits and pieces that I've collected and set aside. Those things are all pre-hardened steel bearing rollers. Roller bearings, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyway, this is something that I enjoy doing because I can get through it fairly quickly once it's at this stage. I've picked out all the biggish stuff. Let me just go through with a big old magnet. I am separating the Allen keys and the drill bits. What I'm going to use those for, I have no idea. Anyway, you get the idea. Once we've combed through all of this several times and nothing else sticks, I will hunt down anything that is plastic or garbage, pick out anything that's aluminum or brass, and everything that remains will be stainless. Easiest way I've come up with to do a whole bunch of these. Bam! That's all stainless steel. Nice and clean. Took a minute. Now, this thing here. This thing's got to get cleaned and listed because it is a somewhat high dollar item and it could take extra time to sell. So if we don't clean it and list it, then we can't sell it. The biggest offenders and what would be the biggest challenge, it's got a bunch of that like really sticky old greasy kitchen oil type stuff on it. And I've been told that methyl hydrate does a really great job of cutting through anything oily. Whew. I would say that yes, it sure seems to. Alright, we'll give this a scrub a dub and see how we, hopefully it doesn't take too long. Well, that didn't take long. I can confidently say that methyl hydrate is the GOAT when it comes to removing, age-old kitchen grease. Alright. Let's go. This episode's just going everywhere, huh? We got a bunch of lead that I figured I'd process down because people keep asking me about it. And I don't have any in, I'm out of ingots. So, yeah, that's next. Okay, single pot and we're all done. That is 12 pans times 4, 48. Yeah, 48 pounds, which at $3.50 a pound, sorry, I've inhaled too much lead, I can't do the math, should be just shy of 170 bucks, which took me, what time is it? I started at like 6, took me 2 hours, so it's not bad, minus the time where I actually like hammered it out of the cast iron pipes. But at least this stuff, it didn't cost me anything to acquire, so that is basically all profit minus a little propane. I'm tired of being out here. Oh yeah, we also went and picked up these 2 sheets of stainless steel, which unfortunately is magnetic stainless steel, so it's not the good stuff. Maybe I'll be able to. We're not going to get the stainless steel price on those, which is a real bummer because they're pretty heavy. And I made a special strip for them, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Wow, busy week. We're going to try and finish it off. And out here, I actually did manage to make the time to go and find some morels. Didn't share the adventure, but they're sitting here drying, and it's nice to restock. Got some absolutely massive ones. It's nice when they're fresh, but it's also really nice to just have them dried and available because they just add this fantastic level of umami to your dishes that are. It can be difficult to find something to add that flavor. And then as far as the stainless goes, I don't know. I was a lot more excited about it before I found out it was magnetic. Yep, still magnetic. But that doesn't mean it's garbage, just a lot less appealing. So I'm going to take the couple screws out of that one because it looks pretty good, and see if we can sell that as a sheet, and that'll buy me some time to let it sit around here and figure out if I want to keep it or not, because it's still, you know, it's still stainless. And then these ones, well, we'll see if we can get anything better than tin shred for that one that's kind of chopped. Well, this is unfortunate. So it's 200 series or 400 series or something. But unfortunately, despite what I was told by the other guy on the phone, they don't have, they have a price for it, but they can't buy it unless you bring in a whole bale. They're not going to be able to save up enough to make it worth the trouble. So the worst possible outcome is what we're doing. Tin shred. But that does mean we've got the truck empty, so I can help my friend move on the weekend. Fantastic. Also fantastic was being able to share all of this with you guys. So thank you, as always, for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. It'll be fun. We'll probably do some dumpster diving or something. See you there. Leave it better than you found it. Keep doing the thing.